Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the El Paso Coaches Clinic here with the head coach of the Eastlake Falcons, Coach J.J. Calderon. Coach, thanks for taking a few minutes to chat with us between lectures.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you making the trip.
Anytime I can come to El Paso and hang out with you guys, it's a good day. I've already had some good barbecue for lunch, so I'm hoping to grab some more good meals in my next couple of days here.
Good. Well, if I can recommend any restaurants, let me know.
Well, go ahead. You got any spots I need to check out?
I got to stick with my East Side stuff, but Las Palmas and L&J, of course, you got to go with those.
Oh yeah, L&J's. Now we went to a barbecue place on the East Side, George D. There in Zaragoza, Desert Oaks.
Desert Oaks.
It's pretty good.
Good place.
Pretty solid. Melton and Torres liked it.
The best part about it is it's 4 miles from my high school.
Nice. Yeah, Melton says it's like a half mile from his place, so he's going to be going there a lot more often. So, well, let's talk a little football now. Last year, I know it wasn't, you guys have set the bar pretty high. I mean, you're still a young program, but you've set the bar pretty high. You guys have been a consistent playoff team. I know you had a young team last year, so even though it didn't end the way you wanted it to, I'm sure you're still proud of your guys for getting into the playoffs in what's a really tough district. Right,
yeah. Last year's realignment put us in a tough district, not only district-wise, but it forced us to get some pre-district schedule where we had some tough 6A schools. So we had a young football team, went 5-5 last year, but we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun coaching some young kids. We had 14 sophomores on varsity, so it made it fun. And we felt like we made some progress every week. Had a fight for a playoff spot, and then I think we learned a lot making the playoffs, traveling to Amarillo Caprock, and ended up playing our best game, the last game of the season, against a talented Caprock team.
Now, looking ahead to 2019, I know you guys are in spring football right now. Always some position battles need to be won, always some things you want to get accomplished. What are some of the things you and your staff are looking to get accomplished, and what position battles are you looking for some younger kids to step up and secure?
Yeah, we reevaluated ourselves. We looked at where we could put our most talented guys on offense, and we really like our quarterback situation. Our intentions were to start a sophomore last year, but he sustained an injury. We have a talented kid that filled in that we're going to be able to use him on both sides of the ball next year, and Dane Kirtley. And I think we got to rebuild our offensive line a little bit, but our D-line is pretty much intact. So a little bit new scheme on defense. We'll throw some new stuff on offense, but this spring has been really exciting. I think we completed 6 practices, and we're right on schedule, right where we need to be.
Now, looking ahead to 2019, what's the personality of your team going to be when the Falcons take the field in late August? What kind of team can Falcon fans expect to see?
Well, last year we were a playoff team, but I know we still feel like we underachieved, regardless of our personnel and our young talent. But our guys know what the expectation is, and they know that they want to compete at a high level. And next year will be our 10th season as a high school, 8 competing at the varsity level. So
seems like you guys just opened up a couple of years ago. Time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, 10 years at Eastlake has certainly gone by pretty quick. But we've got some good kids to work with, and our guys know that they're now at the point where they've seen what it's like to have some older kids in front of them, and they know what the expectation is for them, and they're ready to compete at a high level, I think.
All right, let's look at a couple of bigger picture items. First one, UIL last year implemented instant replay at state championship games. I know you had a chance to watch all this. You're a football junkie, so I know you were watching them. What did you think of instant replay? I'm sure there's some tweaks that need to be worked on, but overall, do you feel like it was a good thing for high school football?
Yeah, you know what? I'm all for improving the game of football. If there's something that's going to improve the game and help, and in technology, whatever it is, that technology or a different philosophy or whatever it may be to improve safety, I'm all for improving the game. I know there's a lot of traditionalists out there that want to see the game intact, but it's about improving the game. I don't mind instant replay if somebody's going to take the time to do it. I don't think it's going to affect the game. And let's get it right, and let's make sure that the game's played, and we can get as much assistance to officials as we can.
I'm guessing if you're playing a state championship game, you're okay with that, right? You'll be fine with instant replay or no replay, right?
Yeah, I'm good with whatever they want to do. Let's play the game, and if we're there, we'll play it however they want to play it.
All right, final question for you. Coaches are notorious. I don't want to call you guys thieves, but you guys will take from each other, and you guys are very willing to give information. But also as a head coach, as a coach, as you come up through the system, you kind of become a mishmash of all your mentors and guys you've worked with along your path to becoming a head coach, going from a young coach to being a head coach. Now, I won't call you a grizzled veteran, but you've been a head coach for a little while now. So who are some of the mentors and coaches that shaped you along your path and your journey as a coach?
Wow, mentor. As far as just relationships with athletes and getting the most out of your kids, I started off my first job was at Eastleick High School. I worked for Bill Barron, and he was amazing as far as program structure and just building a program and being consistent. And then I came back to El Paso, worked for Tom Work, and now that was an amazing experience as far as a man that could motivate his program and have kids play their hearts out for him. And Tom Work really taught me a lot about that. And I guess now the new age, I don't know if you say new age, but my colleagues now, I look up to guys like Darren Walker and guys in town that do a good job, Rene Hernandez, and those guys do a good job, and I love competing against those guys. So, it's a good experience here in El Paso because we're so far out here, but we support each other, and guys like that have always been good for us.
I think Walker and Brooks over at Canutillo are kind of the deans of El Paso coaches now, aren't they?
Yeah, me and Brooks, we chase each other around districts. Sometimes we're in the same district, sometimes they're not. We always end up playing each other, so they're a good game to play at all the time, and he does a great job with him and his staff. So, that's a great game, even though we're probably 35, 40 miles apart. We enjoy playing each other, and hopefully we can, like I said, Eastlake's, we're growing in different directions, so guys like that are always good to compete against.
Coach, appreciate your time. I'll let you get back to the rest of the clinic. Thanks for what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas, and good luck in 2019.
Hey, I appreciate you coming out. Thank you.